Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth.
I feel like it's going to be Jack
Please welcome this week's special guest, Benji. So, Emily, what is Benji to you?
This is Benji. He's helping me to fulfil my recurring dream, which is to do the splits.
Jack, how do you...
Recurring dream to do the splits? That is not where I thought that sentence was going. I don't know where I thought it was going, but a recurring dream to do... I've never been able to do the splits. Even when I was like 5, I would see... I had a friend that she would go to like gymnastics. Oh, she was so flexible. It was amazing. And she would always show me stuff they learned. And like, I could just... That's it. That I've tried. I've really tried when I was little, but it's just... That's it. That's all I got. Whatevs.
No, Benji.
This is Benji, and last year he hypnotised me and a friend so that we could watch the Harry Potter films as though we'd never seen them before.
See what I mean? That was such a young and little comment.
Benji?
This is my ice cream man, Benji.
Oh, it's not, is it, David? It really isn't.
This, as I say, this is my ice cream man, Benji, and he calls me Two Flakes.
Go on.
Because he always gives me 2 flakes in my 99.
There we are. Lee, where do you want to start?
Well, I want to start with Emily, because I want to establish exactly what we're talking about. Are we talking about a reoccurring dream you have and you want to get rid of the dream, so he's helping you somehow with that dream, or it's a lifelong dream to do the
There
splits?
you go, thank you.
It's a recurring dream. And he's helping me to get flexible in it. You need to be... Don't need to do
No,
the splits.
it's not to do with your mind, it's to do with your body. It's trying to help you achieve your goal of actually doing the splits.
Yes,
That's right.
Does
What
she know
angle have you
recurring
got to
dream
so
means?
far?
60 degrees.
What, right leg or left leg?
What?
To produce an angle, you need both legs.
You say?
That's my chapter line.
Okay.
If it was the box splits,
Yeah.
Box split.
which is the where you're da like facing forwards,
Yeah.
not at all.
No.
If it's
do
that
you mean not
way,
at all?
Yeah.
left, not bad.
Right.
Okay.
That way could do better.
So your best one is what? Your right leg forward and your left leg back?
Left leg. I
Great,
think.
well, let's make it easy for you. Do that one.
She's so lying, by the way.
No, the point is...
What? What is the point?
The point is, it's a recurring dream.
That's really weird. I have a recurring dream with you doing the splits in it as well.
I have a recurring dream that I'm a piece of cheese and a womble's chasing me. I don't wake up and then go up to the nearest man and go, I don't suppose you could dress as a womble. I'll dress as a piece of cheese and you chase me.
Yeah,
You don't
see?
even try and do it.
Maybe you should.
There are different sorts of dreams, though, aren't there? There are dreams you want to come
You're
true.
not going to break into song again, are you, David?
So what's he teaching you to do then? Is it Pilates? Is it...
It's Pilates.
Oh,
Don't give a multiple choice.
Have you had enough now of Emily? Do you want to move on?
Never have enough of Emily.
All right.
David, can I ask you a very mundane question? How much does Benji charge you for a double flake 99?
He charges me £1.50.
How much to the regular customer is a double flake ice cream?
A double flake ice cream is not
What the
available.
hell is a double flake ice cream? Because that sounds delicious. Because one time, I remember mentioning on a video that I put frosted flakes or corn flakes. Frosted flakes are a little too sweet, but I put corn flakes on top of chocolate ice cream, and you crunch it up and eat it, and it's amazing. And I mentioned it once, and everybody's like, you're crazy, which is a reaction I get all the time. But then people tried it and started loving it. It tastes amazing. Also, if you have both Frosted Flakes and Corn Flakes and mix them both to get like the perfect balance of sweetness and not so sweet, it's amazing. It basically tastes like having ice cream in an ice cream cone without the shape of it. It's like a crunched up ice cream cone in your... It's really good. I'm sorry, a 2 flake. 2 flake? I forgot what I was Googling.
£1.50.
How much to the regular customer is a double flake ice?
Double flake ice cream. Because what's the flake in a double flake ice cream? Ice cream. 99 flake. Oh, it's just, okay. So you guys call flake like the sugar cone? Twin cone and flake? Wait, what's the flake in it? It's only flake when it's Cadbury's. What's the flake? All of it have a piece of twig chocolate. That's basically what it's called in Argentina. Is it the twig chocolate? Flake. Okay, it's the chocolate. All right, I get it. Here we call it twig chocolate because it looks like twigs. You guys call it flake. Double cone, double... Okay. I get it. We're good. I know what we're talking about.
How much to the regular customer is a double flake ice cream?
A double flake ice cream is not available to the regular customer.
Okay.
What thoughts went through your mind when he... Presumably there was a time when he said, I'm not going to give you just 1, I'm going to give you 2.
Basically, my thoughts were a mixture of pleasure and embarrassment. So, like in so many scenarios.
Right?
How often is Benji in your area? I mean, how many times a week does he service your street?
Benji's ice cream van is often parked in at a certain place.
Yeah.
Where
Where's this place?
Passing by Queen's Park in northwest London.
And why are you regularly passing Queen's Park in northwest London?
Because I often walk that way from my flat to the BBC.
Who affected the introduction, David? I mean, who proffered the name Benji? I mean...
Well, Benji proffered his own name.
Did he? In what circumstances?
Benji recognised me in my capacity as someone who has been on television. And, yeah,
when were you on television?
Is it sad when summer's over? Do you know when it's the last time you and Benji will be
No, I think
together for another year?
I think, thankfully, it's never quite clear which time will be the last time.
I love how dramatic that is. About the name thing, there are people that sometimes just straight up introduce themselves. If they like see you more than once and they start to recognize you, some people are really good with faces, right? They'll recognize you like that. And some people just straight up, they won't even ask you for your name. Like, I got an example. I had to go to it's basically a paint shop like 20 times in the last couple weeks because everything in my house has been going wrong. They don't only sell paint. They sell a bunch of stuff. And I've been there a bunch of times this last week. And the guy, like the second time I went there, it's always the same guy. I was going to say he's my age, but no, that's wishful thinking. He's a lot younger than I am. He's the age I think I have, basically. I would like to be. But anyway, the second time he already started recognizing me, and he immediately told me his name. He's like, hey, I'm whatever. And I know his name. I'm just protecting his modesty, okay, because I'm cool like that. But he didn't ask me mine. He didn't care. But some people are just like that. Like, yeah, hey, you know, I'm this and that. And, okay. So, also... maybe not an ice cream man and an ice cream truck, but some people have name tags. Just throwing that out there. Maybe not so much anymore. I don't know when this was, but...
I think in a weird way, we're both better off for not knowing.
Yeah.
So, just so to be clear, Benji offered you 2 flakes once because he's a big fan of your estimable body of work. And that sentence wouldn't work without of work at the end, would it? And then gave you the name. You didn't say, oh, look at me, I'm David Two Flakes. You didn't do that. He gave you the name.
No one knows, Rob, better than you how desperately keen I am to develop some sort of catchphrase. But in this...
That is the weirdest laugh I've ever heard from Rob. Oh my God.
Some sort of catchphrase. But in this scenario, it wasn't me, no.
So
and I think actually it wasn't the first time. I wasn't given the name Two Flakes by Benji the first time.
Well, of course not. That would be madness.
It sort of developed probably the second or third
Fourth
time.
or fifth, surely. You'd need a pattern to have developed.
Some sort of pattern had developed.
Has he ever offered to put anything else on your cone?
No.
OK, let's move on to Jack.
Jack, remind us again of your connection.
Hypnotized to watch Harry Potter. With a
Hypnotised
friend.
me and a friend so that we could watch the Harry Potter films like we'd never seen them before.
So you've obviously
believe
seen
this
what?
for some
You've seen them all.
Yeah. I'm a massive pothead.
Right. And you were so desperate to watch them again that you got... Well, I mean, what is obviously a professional hypnotist or a friend who can do it?
Oh, his little facey when they said
Hypnotist or a
professional.
friend who
Like,
can do it.
Well, basically, last year when Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out and it was the end, it was really sad. And I was going through quite a bad time. And I was also trying...
I wonder if he's interested in the series now they're doing. Has that came out yet? Or are they still filming it or working on it? Because that had a lot of controversial, like, thoughts on it. I wonder if it's going to be good. They've been revamping so many things, man. Like, they're making Dexter New Blood. Weird. Like, they're working on somebody just redoing the same story, a different timeline or whatever. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. They have to do it really good to be able to, like, pull it off, right? When they first announced the Harry Potters, like, I'm not a massive fan. I watched them all more than once and stuff. I read some of the books. Like, I really like it. I like the universe. I like all the, I like it. But, like, I don't own a Harry Potter mug or anything. I don't go that far. But when they announced the series, I was like, no. But because I'm more pissed off that they keep remaking things, and now every Disney movie is they're making a live action one, or, just like they keep just make new stuff. There's so many books and stories. And Harry Potter's, first of all, like, they're not that old. Okay. They're not that old. I can't stress that enough. The special effects in them were really freaking good. Like, it's not like, oh, yeah, but it was made with, like, paper mache and claymation. No, they were pretty freaking good. And it was one of those things where it just, like, it totally worked. It's iconic, and it's there. There was no need to remake that, So my initial reaction was, no, thank you, not for me. I'm not going to watch it. But now I'm really curious, and I kind of want to know. So, just what's your take on that, I guess? You guys excited? Is it out? Is it not out? Because I heard this forever ago, and then I forgot about it.
Give up smoking.
And my point was, I wonder what his thoughts on the series are.
I was going through quite a bad time. And I was also trying to give up smoking. And Benji was actually helping me doing that. We were talking about that. And I said, what else have you done? Hypnotized other people to do other things? He said, yeah, well, he'd done it to someone that had watched Star Wars and then enjoy that experience. I was like, that sounds amazing. Could you do that for me and some friends to watch?
I think after this show, people are going to want to use his services.
There you go.
When he's hypnotising you, what happens?
Well, he puts you into a sort of transient state.
Is he dressed as a wizard?
How does he get you into a transient state? What does he do?
We were dressed as wizards? What's he going to say?
What does he do?
When he talks to you, he relaxes you.
What does he say?
Well, I can't remember. I was in a transient
He's good,
state.
isn't he?
What's it going to be, Lee? Who do you think
I don't know. Listen, it's either 2 flakes or 2 legs.
I
Not Harry
disagree.
Potter, then.
I feel like they're all equally ridiculous and equally not possible. I love when the stories are just 3 stories where you're like, nah. And then you hear the next one, like, nah. And then you hear the last one, like, okay, it has to be this one. And then you're like, no. What? I am inclined with Jack Whitehall's story. Yep, I'm trying to, like, to me, the split story is absolutely ridiculous. Now that I said that, that's probably the one that's going to be true, right? Because this happens to be every freaking time. But I'm going with Jack.
No.
Draco Dorman Nunquam Titilandus. Yeah, couple of potheads in. That is, of course, the Hogwarts school motto. Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Right.
I'll tell you what, that's a good memory, considering you've technically only seen it once.
Right, we need an answer. Lee's team. Is Benji Emily's splits teacher, Jack's mind-wiping hypnotist, or David's flaky friend? What are you going to say?
Oh, this is tough because they're all so...
Stupid.
Not true.
Right? Exactly. Thank you.
We're going to go for the most ridiculous answer. We're going to go for Jack.
You're going for Jack?
Yeah.
You're saying it's Jack? You're saying it's Jack, it's the hypnotist, it's the Harry Potter... OK. So, Benji...
Emily. Change it to Emily.
What?
What are you saying? You're saying it's Emily, it's the splits.
Jack. We'll go for Jack. Will we go for Jack?
You tell you what, we'll just tell you. It doesn't matter.
What are you saying?
We'll go for Jack.
Jack, yeah.
You're saying Jack? OK, right. Benji, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Benji, and I've been helping Emily achieve her dream of doing the splits.
Wow. Wow. And the obvious next question is, would you be willing to give us a quick splits?
Of course.
He's in jeans.
Whoa!
Well done to Emily
very
for
much,
fibbing
Benji.
so hard,
Thank you.
man.